Hi all, welcome to Snowflake Scholars Knowledge Sharing Sessions. I'm Lakshmi. Today's topic is we are going to walk through the Snowflake WebUI console. In this session, we are going to understand each component of WebUI and we'll understand how we will use WebUI in our day-to-day work. Okay, so this is a classic console look of a Snowflake. This is an old look. So previously, we used to have uh, these icons here, okay, and left side databases and all. But now the UI got changed completely. So we will log in into our new Snowflake account and see how the console looks now. Okay, I'm logging into my account. Click on this account ID, which is created for us. Give the username and password. Okay, yeah, yeah. This is how the web UI first look. Okay. Um, Before starting this walkthrough, let me tell you, like, if you want to create a Snowflake trial account, just watch out my previous video, which I'll give it in the description link of in this video. So um, uh, I have clearly explained the steps how to create the Snowflake trial account in that video. Okay, so see here we have 20 days left in trial account. You remember we created a Snowflake trial account and it clearly told us like it is a 30-day free trial account and it is going to give us $400 of credits usage, correct? So we are left with only 27 days now with this account. If you want to upgrade it, you can upgrade it by clicking on this Snowflake, but you have to pay for upgrading it. For now I'm not upgrading it because we are using it only for learning purposes. If I want one more Snowflake account, I can create with one more Gmail account. Okay, so look at this first. See here, these are the details of account ideas and organization id. Okay, this is account id and this is organization id. Each organization will be will be given one unique id. If you remember, when we were creating the Snowflake trial account, we given organization name as ABC, correct? So for that ABC company, it given us a unique id. You know, right, companies will have multiple projects in one company, so they want to maintain a different Snowflake accounts for different projects. So each project will have a different account id here because they'll have different account ids, but organization id will be same for all those projects. And these three details I think you know already. When we were creating the Snowflake account, we have given AWS as a cloud provider. We did not choose Azure or GCP, which we have chosen AWS. And we have created the nearest data center location, which is Asia Pacific, Singapore. And we chosen business critical Snowflake edition, not standard or enterprise. Okay, I'm not sure on this locator because I'm seeing for the first time. I'll just um, get back to you once I looked into that. This is all about this account details, and if you see it here, sign into another account. That means you can log in into multiple Snowflake accounts in the same web UI. Okay, you can shuffle between the Snowflake accounts here, account IDs. Yeah. See, here you are seeing the full name Jesse Brown and with which role you are logging into as of now. Account admin, just hold on your thoughts on this. Account admin, we are going to discuss on that. So for now, just think that Jesse Brown is logged in with account admin role. And these the first tab is worksheets here. So this is how worksheets look here. These are the sample worksheets given by the Snowflake for you. You can just click on them and have a look, but for now I'm not looking at this. So worksheet is nothing but a editor where you can write SQL queries. Okay. If you want to open a new worksheet, just click on this button, and you can select whether you are going to work on SQL or Python. So as I said in Snowflake benefits, you can also create Python code on the Snowflake. Okay. But throughout our sessions we will be using SQL worksheets. So if you want to create a new worksheet, you just click on any of this. Okay. And we can also create a specific folder for us for maintaining segregated SQL queries. Okay. And if you look at here, you can manage filters like with which name you want to open it. Let's click on this manage filters. um, so you can search using the filter here, the worksheets and all. You can give some filter and filter out some of the worksheets if you don't need. And see, one more important option: create worksheet from SQL file. If you already having a .sql file in your desktop, just click here and select that .sql file. Immediately a new worksheet will be open for you. Okay. And remember, a worksheet will be saving 1 MB of data. Okay, that means you can write as many as SQL queries till 1 MB. It can write more than 1 MB, but if you are if you want to import the worksheet more than 1 MB, it's not possible. Okay, it should be less than 1 MB if you want to import the worksheet. Right. Now we'll try creating the folder here and worksheets. Right. So I'm just going to the folder. I don't this is a default folder given by the Snowflake. Okay, I'm just trying to create a folder here. Okay. And practice folder, created it, create folder. Yep. And now our folder is ready. We can create worksheet here. See how the worksheet is looking. So we can write any queries, we can write it in this page. Okay. And one more important thing, if you want to create one more worksheet here lying here, so you can just click on this button like this. Okay. And see, every time you are adding a new worksheet, it is adding name with the date, year, month, day and time. Okay. But if you want to rename the worksheets, you can just rename it like this: my second worksheet. Okay, like this. And here also we can rename it. Okay. So few more options if you see it here. Okay. See, go to the parent folder. If you in which worksheet it is in practice August folder, right? You can go to that folder to look a few more worksheets, and you can import SQL file from your desktop and import those queries here, or move to some other folder if you want to duplicate this worksheet. If you want to see, if I clicked on it, a copy of my second worksheet has been created for me with the same queries that exist in this worksheet will be copying over here. Okay. And coming to format query, if your query is not written in nice format like right indentations and all, if you click on this, it will format all your queries in this worksheet. You can delete the worksheet and show shortcuts. You can see all of the shortcuts this worksheet will allow you to use. Okay. Done. I think we are good with the worksheets part. So I'm just removing all this. Right. Let's go to our folder now. See, here you can see all the recent worksheets that you have opened. My second worksheet, copy of my second worksheet, my first worksheet. These are recent things. And if you go to the folders, you can click on our folder and see all your worksheets are existing here. And clearly it is showing account admin role has created these worksheets. Okay. Right. Coming to the dashboards, See, this is the place where you can create a visualization charts, that means basic visualization reports using the Snowflake data. But generally, data engineers won't use this dashboard for creating the reports. But just in case if they want to do some analysis, how the reports gets generated, how they look it, we can create a dashboard by giving the queries here. Or you can create a dashboard from any of the worksheet if that worksheet containing a query that fetches you the right data to create a dashboard. Okay, basically, BI reporting people will use these dashboards for generating the basic reports, visualization reports, apps. So Snowflake is supporting to browse some apps here, and you can use that apps for getting some already having data. We'll discuss what are those, and you can buy the packages here like mm, I never looked into this because this is a new entirely. So I think if any packages are available which are required for our Snowflake work, we can just buy that app package here. Okay, and this is most important data, because 99% of data engineer work will be here. Okay, see here you can see multiple things here: databases, private sharing, provider studio, governance. Okay, first we'll discuss on the database. So to understand the database, see here, these are the databases provided by the Snowflake. Two databases provided by the Snowflake by default. To understand this database structure here, we'll just look of one of the diagram here. See, this symbol represents the database, this symbol represents the schema, and this symbol represents objects. So we can have as many as databases in our Snowflake account. Okay, if you wish to have separate DB for dev and pro DB, or if you want to maintain a separate DBs for different departments, yes, you can create multiple DBs, and each DB can have multiple schemas like raw schema, processed schema, marketing schema, anything you can name it. Okay, so here I mentioned as raw because all the uh, uh, files that we are loading into the Snowflake will be loading in this schema. Okay, and after processing, transforming the data, we will be putting here, and final dimension tables will be placed here. Okay, this is represented whole ETL process here: first extracted data, transformed data, and the loaded data. Okay, so in similar way, we can use prod DB also having the same schemas. Okay, and each schema will contains different objects here like tables, views, stages, file formats, schemas, tasks, snow pipes, everything. So that means in schema you can create all these objects. In DB you need to create schema, in schema you need to create tables. Yeah, you understood, right? So we'll look at here. This is one of the database and this is one of the database. Let's see, expand this and see. This is schema, this is a schema symbol in the Snowflake, this is a database schema in the Snowflake. So just extend it. See, you can see the views here, all the views listed here, and this is a view symbol. See, this is a view symbol. We'll go to one more schema here. See, yeah, so here we have tables. This is a table symbol. See the difference between the tables and the views. See, a double square is there here, right? And here only one square. So this is how schemas will exist, and each schema can contain tables and views. Okay, see, tables. Right, now you understood. Now we can create our custom schemas once we start the work, but for now I'm just showing up the databases given to our to us, to our account by the Snowflake. To have a look and see, account admin is the owner for this Snowflake sample data by default. Okay, he will give us permission to access this Snowflake sample data if we are using any other role. Okay, we'll discuss that later. So if you want to create a database here, just click here and create database name, and you can give any command for which purpose you are creating this database. See, you as an account admin, you are creating it, but never ever create the databases using account admin. I'll When we discuss about the roles, you will understand. Okay. Next, private sharing. Okay, in the first session I discussed with you like a Snowflake is providing a benefit called sharing. You can share a table, a database, a schema, anything by creating a share, and you can give access to that share to another Snowflake accounts. Okay, so if another Snowflake account shared with me any of the shares, then I'll be able to see it here. See, Snowflake created a database and provided the share to me. This is a shared database. And this is one more sample data, shared database, Snowflake provided to me and shared by your account. As of now, I did not create any shares to give the access to other accounts, right? So I cannot see anything here. In future, when we are discussing about the shares, we'll create the shares here. And reader accounts. See, reader accounts means nothing but other Snowflake accounts. If if uh, if you uh, uh, if you have a friend and he does not have a Snowflake account, you can create a Snowflake, a reader account for your friend, and create the username and password for him, and ask him to log in with that username and password. With the given, once you create the reader account, you will be given the URL, username and password. You can share that to your friend, and he can share, he can access the shares given by you, given access by you. Okay, understood? So here, if you look at here, see, you can publish to specified customers, or you can put it in market, or create a direct share which you want to share for only specific accounts. Okay. And provider studio. Before discussing provider studio, I would like to discuss about the marketplace. Okay, let's come back again to the provider studio. Governance is nothing but, this is um, dedicatedly for account admin. Okay, most used tax columns, most used policies, all those account admin come and check here what are the tagged tables with row access policies, there are any policies, all those he can come and look here. Frankly, account admin only will look into this. As a data engineer, we will not come here, and we will not have access for this. Okay, fine. So coming to the marketplace, if uh, see, Snowflake is already tied up with some applications or companies where they already built some data and provided to the Snowflake, and that data we can use it for our applications. For example, you are building a software for the car which can read the weather data. Okay, but some application is already reading the data based on the temperature of outside of your car, humidity exists outside of your car. So based on that, some application is already reading the data and storing it in Snowflake. So that weather data you can use it directly by your software. You need not to again generate the data for that, and it's of a lot of effort and time waste, right? You can just use it by taking the data from Snowflake marketplace. And financial data, there are lots of data like stock data. See, there are many companies providing you census data, cost optimizer for Snowflake, all these are providing inbuilt data, so you can directly use it for your applications. Though these are all nothing but providers who are providing the data for us for Snowflake accounts. So here, if you look at here, provider studio. See, provider studio means if you are a data provider, like you are providing data to Snowflake so that Snowflake customers can use it. So as a provider, I can come here and check who are all using my data. See, publish to specific customers only, you can publish it to specific customers only as a provider. And you can see analytics, how many What is the analytics of my, I think this page is not yet ready. And you can see the listings. See, I'm not a provider, so insufficient privileges to operate on Snowflake data marketplace. And okay, I'm not a Snowflake data provider, right? So I cannot look at this details, right? Hmm, let me check again. See, here you can check listings to which customers you have shared your data products. Okay, coming to the activity, this is most important um, for a data engineer. So if something executing on your worksheet, okay, if for example you are executing select star from table, so that query will come and sit here with a specific query id, and it gives you the status whether that query is successful or not, by which user it has been executed, which warehouse you have used to execute that query, and when it got started, when it got ended. So all these columns also you can see what is a query tag, warehouse size, how many rows got inserted, everything detail you can select here and check out on those. That means basically this is a query history that is storing all of your queries for at least 14 days here. See, you can also change if you want to store the history for more than 14 days. By default it is saving for you all the queries for 14 days. Okay, this is query history. And see, if account admin if this account has multiple users, right, account admin can see all the users who are all trying to execute the queries here, right? And copy history, copy history, for now you don't see anything here because we haven't loaded anything into the Snowflake using the copy commands. So whatever the files we load into the Snowflake using copy command, that queries will be stored here. How many files got loaded, at which time they are loaded, whether they are loaded successfully or not, if load failed, what is the error, everything you can come and check here. So last 7 days by default it will be shown. If you want to increase that, you can just increase and see. Okay, and in which database you can filter out, to which database they are loaded, so you can filter out the data using this drop downs. Copy history, so when we loaded the data into the Snowflake, we can come back again, check here the copy history. Task history, if you remember when I'm discussing about the benefits of Snowflake, I discussed about the task. We can schedule the tasks by like you can run the SQL queries regularly by scheduling at a specific time. For example, you want to run particular query daily at 6 a.m., so you can schedule that query by using the tasks. So you can come and check the task history here, like when is the task started, is it successful, if failed, what is the issue, everything you can come and check here on details on each and every task here. Okay, coming to the admin part, this is completely admin related things. Okay, we as a data engineer we will not come here and work, but for uh, like for knowledge I'll just discuss on this. So usage, see how much this this account has been using, how many credits it has been using. Okay, and what is the cost for this business critical. See, this much cost for this region daily spend, this much is already we spent. Okay, and yeah, all usage types. So how much compute we have used, see this much compute credits used, these this much credits we have used, and how much storage we used. See, we haven't created any table, right? So that is why storage is at 0.0 bytes. Okay, now coming to the warehouses, I think by now you got some idea on warehouses. When we discussed using this AWS provider, um, warehouse is nothing but a computing mission provided by the AWS for us. So These warehouses are responsible for executing the SQL queries whichever you are giving in the worksheet. Okay, so this is the compute warehouse is the default warehouse given to your Snowflake account, but you can create as many as warehouses you want and whatever the size you want. The details of warehouses we'll discuss in the warehouses topic. Okay, and compute warehouse is owned by account admin. So if any other roles has to use this compute warehouse, account admin has to give us the access. We'll discuss on the roles. Okay, resource monitors, this is also one of the billing part, only admin will take care of it. So he can create resource monitor here, like to check per user how much he is how much compute he is using, whether you want to restrict it. Either he want to send a notification like a usage is being crossed. If 70% of the credits already used, then he want to send a notification to the people, please use it wisely. So all those kind of things he can do by using the by creating the resource monitor. There is a separate topic on this resource monitor, we will discuss on that. Users and roles, so coming, this is very 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 important for you. See, when I created the account, it Snowflake already has a default user, everybody will have this Snowflake user. Okay, Jesse is created for me by the Snowflake. Okay, this is user, this is a user we created. You know, entire ownership is with account admin, and account admin should provide access to me by giving the privilege. So to which role it has to give, there are several roles here. So now let us understand these roles first. Okay, let me click on the roles here first. Let us see the diagram here. Okay, see, this is the roles diagram. Okay, account admin, security admin, sysadmin, user admin, public, org admin. Okay, and see here there are also a list, vertical list here, same list it is here. So account admin is owner of all the roles. He can access any of the roles, security admin, sysadmin, user admin. That means if any of the tables or databases created by the user admin or sysadmin or security admin will be able to access by the account admin, but the databases, tables, users created by the account admin cannot be seen, cannot be accessed by any of these roles. Okay, and org admin is specific to um, uh, like org admin, where this admin can see all the account admins of different Snowflake account. I told you, right, each organization will have multiple projects, multiple Snowflake accounts. So this org admin will be able to see all the Snowflake account admin related activities, as well as, since org admin will be the owner of all account admins, he'll be able to see security admin, sysadmin, user admin also. Public is a default role given to any Snowflake user. So whatever you create using public role, everybody, see, public role is automatically available to every user in the account, so everybody can see that um, table or database. Okay, let's go to detailed diagram here. 1 minute, it's taking time. Yeah. See, the same diagram I have shown here, account admin, security admin, sysadmin. So that means account admin will have all the ownership, but in the real time, we never ever use this account admin for the development purposes. In the trial account, we will use the sysadmin for creating all the tables and stages, tasks, and all. But in real time, we do not use sysadmin. Sysadmin, uh, account admin will be giving all the privileges to the sysadmin. Okay, and like a sysadmin will create the roles for us like this. means custom roles, dev role, QA role, BA role, and account admin will grant the privileges, whoever owner of that. For example, account admin given all the privileges to sysadmin to grant all the permissions to this custom roles, then sysadmin can do it. But if account admin do not give that grant permissions, then sysadmin will not be able to do that. So account admin only will be able to give those permissions, like how to whether we can use a table, whether we can access a database, or we can access a schema, create a stage, create a file format. All those permissions specifically should be given by the account admin via sysadmin or directly via account admin. So once the roles are created with certain permissions or privileges, that role is assigned to the user roles. This is again a role, username. A username will be created with the user role. So whatever the permissions having on the dev role will be given to the user roles. So to each user they'll do. That means all these users having the dev role will have equal permissions. Okay, and these users will have equal permissions as QA role, but U1, U2, these users will not have permissions as QA. Okay, in the same way, BI reporting users will have this role permissions, but not this role or this role permissions. Okay, got it. And see which account can create users for you, we'll see. So if you come here, you can create a user. So since you are an account admin, it is giving you an option to create one more user here. He can create a user, password, and given to a new employee. But if you click on here, see, he is not able to create the user. Sysadmin cannot create the users, but other users like other security admins, see, he can create the user, security admin, and user admin also can create the users here. Let's see whether org admin can create the users. No, he cannot create the users. Okay, so what is security admin here? So he will take care of all the security features and security factors in the Snowflake for your Snowflake account. That means whether a multi-factor authentication can be enabled or not, or IP network policies can be done by the security admin in the real time. Okay, and but account admin can do everything like security admin, or and user admin can create the users, but everything can be done by the account admin. So in future, for granting permissions or creating the warehouses, everything we will be using account admin, not the security admin or the user admin. But in the real time, they'll be using the security admin and user admin for creating the users and security factors. Okay, that's all about the roles. uh, yeah, security, this is a security where you can create the network policies. That means you can IP whitelisting can be done here. So specific IP ranges only you are allowed, so that you can open the Snowflake account. Billing and terms. So how much billing so far it is. So these so if you want to enable the Anaconda Python packages, if you are writing a Python code, you can enable it. And see, if you want to check the Snowflake marketplace, this one you have to read agreements, accept the terms of service here. You can do that. And contacts. So whatever the notifications from the Snowflake, either MFA or any other Snowflake notifications, uh, this email ID will get all the notifications, security notifications, privacy notifications. If somebody tried to log in into my Snowflake account, those notifications I'll get into this. Product notifications, if anything like break or something, I'll get the notifications to this email address. And accounts. So here this is org id, right? I can see all the account IDs of different projects here. Okay, and coming to partner connect, I think we already discussed about this in the first session. So Snowflake is already tied up with business intelligence tools, CI/CD tools, data integration tools. So they are already having inbuilt connectors, so you need not to explicitly connect the Snowflake with these tools if you're already, if your company is already using it. Okay, I think we discussed in the first session. If you still want to understand, just go to that first session and look at, listen the video. Okay, I think we are done with this. Help and support, if you want to connect with Snowflake, we can just connect it. You can enable the support and connect with the Snowflake directly. Yeah, that's all. And one last point I forgot to mention it here. So since we created a worksheets here, right? So that means every worksheet is a different session for the Snowflake. Okay, it will act like a different session. For example, let's prove. Okay, so I'm just creating a variable here, var is equals to Jesse. Okay, so I'm creating a just a variable, right? Statement successfully executed. Let's select that variable. Yeah, so this is a session variable, and we are able to access this. Let's take the same thing, because in same Snowflake account with same account admin ID, we logged in another worksheet as well, right? But see whether we'll be able to execute this or not. No. See, that means session variable does not exist. Now you understood, each worksheet will act as a separate session. That is a conclusion point. Okay. Yeah. I think that's all about the web UI. Okay, thank you all for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Like, it will give me a lot of energy to do few more videos. Okay, thank you so much.